All right, hello, welcome everybody. Just double check chat's working. So, like my last stream, I got a lot of questions about two things. First of all, when I say inventory Tetris, what do I mean? And second of all, I'm making this for a video game, and what video game am I making this in service of? And so this is going to be a kind of a, well, if you hop in later in the stream, I'll just say, yeah, go to the editing, I'll explain all of that. And, oh gosh, my camera's not centered. Later, I'm going to make an edit of this, or just remake it entirely, so I can have it for reference. So, let's start off with what is inventory Tetris. Okay, so I think we should all be familiar with Tetris. You know, we got pieces like this, got pieces like this, right? And they fit together, and you're trying to clear a line and keep your stack small. So you want it to be small, because if it gets to the top, game over, right? So inventory Tetris is, so there's no clearing lines. Rather, Tetris is a metaphor for taking oddly shaped things and making them fit together. So inventory Tetris is, for example, right, you've got, here's your inventory, and we're just going to say these grid squares in the background, those are the grid squares, right? So let's say you have a sword, and it's like this shape, right? And then you have a health potion, you have, I don't know, some box that's like this big, and suddenly you get this really cool wizard staff, right? So it's like long, it's got a little orb at the end, and you're like, oh cool, I can put them in my inventory, and then I'll have it. But not so fast, because earlier you picked up the ring of seeing true sight, and the gloves of punching. You can see that they're big. They need to be big and fisty. And the only way you can fit this new wizard staff is by moving stuff around. So maybe you say, okay, well, I'll take this orb right here. I'll take this orb up here, and maybe I'll move it up here. Great. Now I can take this wizard staff and bring it down. Come on. Take this wizard staff, and I can bring it. Why are you like this? Come on. Oh, I see. Okay. Control X, Control V. I'll take this wizard staff, and I can bring it down here. Right. Now it fits. That's inventory Tetris. That's really all that is. And I think that it's a fun little puzzle mechanic. My inspiration for this actually, I think I was in a Micro Center or something, and this would have been in like 2013. And I saw a game on the monitor, and I played a little bit of it, and it had inventory Tetris. I played like maybe 30 minutes total, if that. But I thought that was a pretty cool mechanic. I don't even know what game it was. I'd have to find it. I probably can't find it. I'm not sure. I looked for it a little bit. Anyway, so that's inventory Tetris. That's what I'm trying to build here. Okay, great. Now, what kind of game am I building inventory Tetris for? Okay, so let's start with Ultima 1. Ultima 1. Now, Ultima 1, I think I'll just boot it up here. It'll be easier to show you than to draw it out. And I guess I'll just make a new character for simplicity's sake. Owned, okay, installed, Ultima 1. And also, this is by far my favorite Ultima of the three I've played. I plan to play more of the series later, but... Okay, so here's Ultima. Right. And this is not the original version of the game. This is a remaster or re-release or whatever you want to call it. That landed on, I think it was for DOS. Let's get rid of 4. Okay, so let's just make our strength as high as it'll go. Move the cursor up and down. Great. And then we're going to make our agility really high. Great. Spacebar. I'll be human male fighter. Enter the name. Doesn't matter. Sure. And then continue the adventure with number 4. Okay, here's Ultima. You can notice there's no music. This game was released before I was born. Right, and so you've got hit points and food. Hit points, you know, you get hurt, you lose your hit points. Food, you use it every couple steps. Now we go into this town. We can buy some armor with a U because we're British. Transact, buy. Let's get some chain. Let's get some armor. Let's get some leather armor. So that's B, great. And let's get a weapon. Transact by mace. Oh, let's get a mace because the rope and spikes doesn't actually deal damage. And now we can venture. Oh, also we should talk to the king. Oh my god, why are Ultima 2 and 3 so much? They just feel worse than Ultima 1 for some reason. And I understand that this is sort of like I'm comparing the remaster to the original. So this game is based on Ultima 1, but has certain enhancements, and Ultima 2 and 3 don't have those enhancements. They look worse. The resolution is lower, that sort of thing. But still, you know. Anyway, transact with the king. Offer service. Oh, come on. Transact. What? Transact with the king. Offer pence. How much? 46. Great. Now, if you give them king money, he gives you hit points. Great. Now, if you transact with him and offer service, find the grave of the lost soul. Do not return until that quest is done. That's actually bad advice. You should return here regularly because you're going to need that health. Anyway, let's go find a dungeon. They're all over the place in this game. And you can see our food's going down pretty steadily as we move around. Okay, there's the dungeon. Okay, here's a dungeon. Great. So now we're in the dungeon. You can see a ladder, so if you press K, go back up the ladder. Right? Now I'm back in the dungeon, and you can see that it reloads every time, so if I... Yeah, well, there was a coffin that I could have grabbed earlier. And the dungeons are procedurally generated. There's monsters in them. And hey, we got the ladder to level 2, so let's climb down. And if we unlock... Cool. Yeah, so we can find chests. There's bats, whatever. Various monsters. And here we are on level 3. That was fast. Usually it takes more time. We can unlock this chest. It's trapped. And we find 3 copper. Oh, and a giant spider. Oh no! Luckily most things die in 1 or 2 hits. They deal more damage in the lower levels, but they still die pretty quickly. And you can see things can ambush us. And now, what I didn't get to show you, and also you're not supposed to go down the dungeon that fast. You're supposed to, you know, find food, or like basically get gold from the higher floors, or the floors that are closer to the surface. Go buy better equipment, come back, that sort of thing. But that's the basic gist of the game, and what I really like about it is that it's kind of arcadey. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and one feature I haven't been able to show you yet that is missing from at least Ultima 3. I haven't played enough of Ultima 2 to know, is that if you go into the dungeon, kill something, and come back out, you get a bunch of health back, which is very nice. Anyway, that's Ultima. That's sort of the what do you call it? That's the moment to moment. But as you get in there, basically there's 4 continents, right? But it turns out they're actually all pretty much the same. Because they took one continent, right, and they just flipped it. So it's, I don't know if I can draw that upside down, but they just flipped it 4 times or 3 times. So it's the same continent with cities in different places, basically. And every dungeon is the same. I mean, it's built from the same randomized parts. Hi, it's going pretty well. I am explaining. So basically, I got a couple questions last episode. What's inventory Tetris? What am I making? And so I'm explaining that right now, and then we'll get into the actually making the thing. So basically, every dungeon is built of the same parts. They all go down all the way. So you probably shouldn't, but let's say you have a quest over here, and that quest is going to be, well, the quests that progress the story are go kill X monster. Right, so you can take a quest over here, you can go over here, you can go over here, you can go wherever, because every dungeon is built of the same small set of parts. And go kill that monster and come back. And basically, you do 4 of those kill quests, and you get some orbs, and then you progress to the part of the game I haven't even played. Right. Now, I also haven't mentioned that the dungeons are pretty bad, because, as I said, they're randomly generated from the same set of parts. They're not very big. And mapping them is tedious because they're very blocky. So in Ultima 3, the resolution is sort of higher, so you can have stuff like this, and you can have, like, turns and whatever. In Ultima 1, all you get are walls, tunnels, and the occasional impassable barrier. And that's it. It's a very, very small set of tools, and I believe Ultima 3, they're all handcrafted. In Ultima 1, they're all random. So what I want to do, and this is going to be in 3D because I like playing games in 3D better, and I like making games in 3D better, and we are the make games, play games, so 3D it is. But I'm basically trying to squish all this down. So instead of 4 continents, there's basically 1 castle town. So you got the castle, you got the town, you got the dungeon, and you just go back and forth between these 3. And the stakes are lower. It's basically just the king wants some stuff, so go get the stuff from the dungeon. And then there's the town, which you can interact with in various ways. So I'm trying to squish it all down. And I want dungeon delving to be more strategic. Basically, in Ultima 1, first of all, there's not a lot of strategy you can use, because there's just so few parts you can interact with. So basically, you can't, like, say, okay, well, I need a bow versus this versus enemy A, and I need a sword versus enemy B, because enemy A and enemy B are both vulnerable to everything the same way. The closest thing is on floor 3. There's 3 and 4. There's slimes or oozes or whatever they call them that kill your armor, so you have to take off your armor. That's kind of it, right? I'm sure it gets a little more strategic at lower levels, but it's not that strategic. Like, there's just not a ton there. It's kind of just like, you're trying to get your numbers to go up, and the higher your number, the lower you can go in the dungeon, right? So what I want to do, the reason I'm doing inventory Tetris is because I think that one way to make the game more strategic and interesting is to limit what you can hold. I think that's a good, sort of, you can only hold so many things. A, limit what you can hold, and B, make it so you have to, plan for different kinds of encounters, and C, make running away viable. Which it sort of isn't in Ultima 1. As you can see, it's very loosely based on the game. It's based on not, I like this game and I'm going to remake it from scratch, but, and more, I like this game, but it was originally released in 1981, and we are no longer living in 1981, and so we can sort of iterate on that earlier design, because the sequels to the game made changes to the formula that I'm not personally a huge fan of. Basically, Ultima 2 and 3 they went for like, higher resolution. They basically wanted to look better. Basically they traded in the simplicity for, basically higher resolution. Which, for example, made shopping trips pointlessly more tedious. Here we go. So let's put that up here. Right. So in Ultima 1, town's one screen, everything's clearly labeled. You go in, get what you need, go back out. In Ultima 2 and 3, the town is way bigger than your screen. Here's your screen, right? And you have to wander all over the place. But there's not actually more stuff, really. It's the same stuff in both of these. It's just more spread out, which is not a change I love. And also, in Ultima 1, you don't eat food in towns, and in Ultima 2 and 3 you do, which is frustrating. I've starved to death in a town looking for food. It's dumb. And the reason why this happens, I believe, is that Ultima 1 was written in a mix of BASIC, which is very easy to use. It's easy to use, but it's also slow. And assembly, which is a pain in the ass, but it's fast, right? And so you can because of the BASIC, you can do things like basically like above ground, in a dungeon, in town, and I think in space or whatever. There's different rules. There's like basically 4 sets of rules. But the next couple games, no BASIC, only assembly. And so assembly is like, okay, every time you take because things like every time you take a step, every step, takes, I don't know, 0.3 of a food. There's no second thing that says, there's no like, unless you're in a town, it's just always, right? And so you're moving, and so you're it's costing the same amount of food to move an overworld tile, which maybe is, I don't know, let's call it a square mile, and a town tile, which is maybe 10 feet. Why? Right? So that's kind of my frustrations with Ultima 2 and 3. They want it to be... Yeah, it's basically the same trade-off as we have today between like, C++ and Python. Right? This one's fast. This one's like actually usable. And Python is actually very, very slow compared to other languages. So, C# is interpreted, Go is interpreted, I think R is interpreted, and they're all faster than Python. Python's just like slow for no reason. But that trade-off still exists for sure, and usually for computers are fast enough, and the things you ask Python to do are usually not that intensive. I think of Python almost not even as a programming language. It's just like a UI for complex tools. So for example, on my Fallout streams, which I think I'm gonna retire those for the moment, but here's my script for Python. And basically what this does is it opens this text document. Here, I'll just show this off. Say something in chat. I'm gonna wait. Actually, I need to. One sec. I need to go to my YouTube and share the. Can I just share the link here? Here we go. Yeah, so I need to put the link in there. Anyway, let's run this code. And now if you say something in chat, so say something in chat. Oh, and gosh, my camera, nothing's working in this layout, but just bear with me here. Right, and so you can see it's getting all the messages in this Python script that you can't see. It's getting all the messages in this Python script, and it's putting them on screen here. Hold on, I want Godot too. There we go. So, like, I'm sure you could build a UI for this, but if you've got a complicated enough program, any amount of time putting the UI is a waste. You just want it because the people who are going to use it are going to be other people who are either programmers or like okay with some Python. Right, so basically any serious data analysis tool, if you can't use Python, if you're not comfortable with Python, why are you using this tool? That's what I think of think of Python as what it's useful for. That's okay. So that's basically my explanation of what I'm trying to make. Now, there's some other details. So basically, I want the player to be fairly vulnerable. Right. I want them to be basically. I want it to be difficult. I want the player to be vulnerable. And I want that vulnerability to come partly from the small inventory and partly from going into a dungeon is hard. You need supplies, and the people in town, right? You need supplies, and the people in town, at least at first, don't want to give you those supplies. So essentially, your survival is not just are you good in combat, but are you able to make the town want to help you? Because the king who gave you your request, he's not going to help you. He doesn't care. The most he'll help you is if you give him a bunch of money, he'll give you some health. That's it. So that's the basic sort of bird's eye view of the game I'm trying to make. And I'm sure every detail here is going to change a little bit as I keep iterating. That's how game design works. But that's the basic overview. Okay, so that took me 23 minutes to explain. Wish that had been a little snappier, but we have explained this. If someone comes in later and says, "Hey, what's going on? What is inventory Tetris?" First 5 minutes of the stream. What are you trying to make? Next 15 minutes of the stream. That's basically right. Anyway, let's run the game as it is right now. So you can see that sometimes it works the way I want it to, and sometimes it doesn't. So what I want it to do, and this I have implemented rotation, so you can rotate the thing, but it doesn't respect it correctly because I couldn't figure out how to make it work. So basically what I want to do, and this is important, so we're going to do this first. I need to describe what I want the game to do before I can actually code it. So basically, we're gonna have a grid, and to start, that grid is going to be 3 by 3. And so let's just draw those out so they're a little bit more visible. And I want it to be so that you can take your items and you can rotate them in increments of 90 degrees. And I want it so that you can place them wherever as long as there's space. So let's say that these 3 slots are occupied. You can take a 2 by 1, or let me draw that better. You can take a 2 by 1 item, and you can put it here. You can put it. Okay, let's add some new colors. You can put it here. No. Wait, why did that not work? Close. Okay, you can put it here. You can put it here. You can put it here, or you can put it here, or you can put it here. Right? There's tons of options. And maybe I'll have some sort of system where, like, certain items want to be closer to certain, this item wants to be, wants to be in the bottom right corner, for example. But we'll work on that later. So first things first, I've got to make this so it's actually a 3x3. So I have to do this manually because I couldn't get the grid container to work. Come on. There we go. And Control D. Control D. There we go. That goes right here. There we go. So that's the basic overview, and then the algorithm I want basically is you can only place an item if A, all spaces you're hovering over are unoccupied. So in this case, if I'm trying to place an item, if I'm trying to place a 2x1 item here, I can't do that, right? Because this space is occupied. B, you have to be fully contained within the inventory, so you can't be sticking out like that. That doesn't work. Is there a C? I think that's everything. And then I'm not entirely sure how to do that. So currently what I've got going on is when I pick it up, you can see, okay, so what? Oh, okay, so if I drop it without, so that breaks, okay. Last good position, vector 2. Let's try that. Was 0, 0. There we go. So let's fix that bug. No, that still didn't work. Okay. Wait, actually, let's go to the item. Let's just copy this. Equals 706, comma 276. Try that. Nope, still breaks. Let's try if last good position colon okay, let's try that. Okay, not quite what I wanted, but better than nothing. So yeah, if it doesn't have a last good position, it just, yeah, so the first thing we should do, okay, so actually, the first thing I need to do is go to item, add another collision shape, add another collision shape 2D, go into 2D. It is a rectangle shape with with a 1x1 size. Great. Now we go back to the script. Let's try just taking out this code. Okay. Have fun, Bad Set. I hope your stream goes well. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. I should just name these size, shape, and mouse follow. Okay, so if is inside droppable. Okay, so inside droppable. Okay. Start following mouse. Okay. Size of shape. Wait, that doesn't work. So currently what I've got going is I've got this hacky solution. Oh my god. What did I break? Okay, so let's just if last good solution, if last good position, do this, that fixes that bug. Run this again. '69, start following mouse. Dot set shape. What's start following? Okay, so it calls this function, and then this function set shape on null instance. Oh, okay, I just need to change the name. Same here. So we're back to the original functionality. Okay, so maybe I need to add another shape that's well, okay, what if I'm like this? If it's like touching a little bit outside. I a little bit want to start over. Oh, I forgot to turn music on. What am I doing? Let's turn some music on. Nope, these are that's VTuber stuff. Do I have another browser? I do have another browser. Okay. Nah, let's do this one. And I did turn it down 0.75. Yep. first of all, let's test if what happens if I just add into this scene. Control D. Let's just add another item. Move over here. What happens here? Does that break anything? It does not break anything. Okay. Now they shouldn't be overlapping. I don't want them to be able to overlap, but what's going on here? Why are you? Huh. Maybe I wish there was a way that I could do like the scale just like 1 by 2 and then scale it up somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it too hard. Oh, my desktop audio is way too loud. There we go. That's better. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so what do I want to tackle first? Probably, okay, so I need to add some scripting stuff to item. So well, first of all, I think I can get rid of this. Dot global dot. It's probably better to have the there we go. See if that breaks anything. Well, not anything that wasn't already broken. What's wrong with these top corners? Why top corners? Okay. So I think I can just GD script. If I create another, okay, let's add another child node, area 3D, or area 2D, I guess. Add child node, collision shape, empty. Rotate. Right, I can just change the transform. Yep. Great. Oh wait, I do want them to... Does it matter if they overlap? I don't think so. And then let's just add this. Let's just add that to a group. Groups. Undrop. Okay, let's see if that does anything. Okay, that script doesn't do anything. I should just remove that script. Okay, let's see. And not. Wait, no, that only checks one body at a time. Okay, I see, I keep having this problem. I need to get all of the bodies. Okay, by Firefox tab. Okay. It's 12:56. Okay. Optimal collision of Godot 4. Never be confused again. Because I want to get like every collision. I think the issue here is I don't really trust most tutorials at this point. Area 2D, angle flood, get overlapping area bodies, okay. Okay, during modified. Okay, let's see. Get overlapping bodies. Okay, so let's just like get overlapping bodies. So we can just get overlapping bodies, right? So that's the first step. Okay, so get overlapping, and then we want, so after get overlapping bodies, okay, so then we want to iterate through this, right? And then if body equals undrop exit else okay, for whatever in you know what? We're going to take a quick break. And by break, I mean we're going to keep working. But we're going to take a... Oh, that's a screenshot. We're going to take a quick break. I downloaded a bunch of Dungeon Delvers. Where's the one I want? Backpack Battles. There we go. Backpack Battles. Because this game has basically exactly the system I want. And so I want to play it a little bit. See how it feels. Can I rotate you? I want to rotate you. Rotate item, right mouse button, okay. Okay, there we go. Now we can buy this spear. What's the... Okay, let's just start a battle, yeah. I said start the battle, come on. Looking for opponent. Wait, it's multiplayer? Why is it multiplayer? Oh, I can just buy that. Okay. I don't know what the star thing is. Okay. So, wait. I want... Okay, so I want my... I like that there's physics for these. That's kind of fun. How long is my sphere? It's 4. Okay. I have no gold. Okay. Probably need some stamina regeneration. Hmm. I just realized my character is depicted with a bow, but not carrying one. Oops. I'm not using the sphere to its fullest potential. So if I take this and rotate it... Okay, free slot. Okay, so that one's free slots. This food wants to be next to other food. I want stamina regen. What does this even do? I don't think this dagger is doing much for me. So we can take this garlic and put it there. Wait, how much space? It takes 3 space, so if I move that there... Okay, still... Okay, and then I can put my clover right here. I think I'm maximizing space. I really want some stamina regen. Cool. I am winning though. And I'm dead, okay. So, wait, 4, it can go up to 4, okay. Oh, and I actually have more storage here. Spikes can go here. Okay, this one's... Can I suck it? No. Okay. I think I'm winning. Ah, dang. I keep getting fatigued. What does fatigue even do? Okay, so that's like... Where does fatigue come from? Is it just like the longer the battle goes? Okay, so every 5.5 seconds it inflicts fatigue damage. Mine does the same thing. Got it. So that's what the fatigue does. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. How much damage does this do? I like the birds upside down. That's fun. Why are they always getting like all different kinds of fruits? You should be getting, or all the same fruit. You should get a bunch of different ones. What do you do? I do kind of have a food build, so if I put that... How do I make that fit? Wait. Oh, wait, why did I buy it? I already have one. What shape is this? Okay, so it's sort of one of these guys. Kind of wants to be in the thick of it, and then... Can I move everything down one? No, okay, protective purse. There we go. Move everything down one. And that lets me put the garlic here. And then there's space for this. I can socket this fatigue. How's my Jaeger still doing? I can... Okay, so I don't actually care where the health potion is. And then, oh gosh, I'm wasting space. Can I put another pan in here? Because I do have so much food. Okay, it's only getting... Okay. And then I can fit another pan there, but I'm only getting one food from that. Maybe fit another pan here, but I'm also only getting one food from that. Can I make them share the garlic? Okay, so the blueberry is not shared, everything else is shared. Health potion here, spike here, helmet, where do I fit the helmet? I don't know. Very high stamina usage, okay. Fuck it. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe get rid of the... Oh, they upgraded? Nope, I want this. Okay, so I don't want the pan. I can add sockets. Is that better on this? Convert 30 health and... Am I using mana for anything? What am I using mana for? Oh, I should surround the pan with more food. Wait, no, I can optimize this better. This one. I think I'm winning. No, I'm losing now. What happened? There we go. Okay, so that was somewhat enlightening, I suppose. I wish it was not multiplayer. I don't know why they did that. So yeah, so that's basically what I want to make, but I want to make that in service of a different game. So let's try Unity. How do I... Okay, so this is 5 years old. Tetris item sliders most... Okay, let's go back to what I want here. So okay, so if I run this script, why are you taking so long? Okay, so okay, still in order to fix that bug. So I want nothing to happen if there we go. If is inside droppable. Okay, so okay, actually let's focus on making sure that this is really solid before I build on top of it. So we're gonna let's turn this off for the moment. Now we're also gonna ignore rotation. So corners it seems to have problems with. Okay, so that's correct. No, it's not, right? Because it's... Oh my god. Okay, do I have to run that game again? Oh, okay. So that's a good first step. We can move these around. So it highlights what we're about to drop, and then So on the grid it doesn't do that, but so the first thing it does is if you're hovering over the thing, then yeah, if you're hovering over the thing, that tells you where it's about to go. So does this play music when it's tabbed out? It does. Okay. I'm just gonna turn the music off for now. Okay, great. So first things first. Okay, so actually my game already does that, doesn't it? So if I'm holding, no, it doesn't. Okay, so currently what I'm doing is turning my shape detector into a 1 pixel by 1 pixel little guy to make this part of... I hate to say it. I want to start over. We can always come back. We can always come back. So let's see. User interface. Wait, no. 2D scene. Add child node. Static body 2D. Add child node collision shape. Let's make that 128 by 128. Great. And then let's take that. Oh. Nope. Save branches scene. Oh wait, I should change this name. Item box. Great. Save branches scene. Now I can move this. And then make 9 copies of it. Now, if I was smart, I would have figured out how to make grid containers work. But let's see if I can find a grid container tutorial. That'll make everything easier. Here we go. No, not that one. This might be worth looking at. Okay, we'll try this one. process, testing, demo. Nope, not quite. This one looks promising. Here, let's try this one. Smaller channel. Okay.
Rotated into position as they will be dropped from the top of the playing area. Also, I have put in some diagrams for local grid coordinates, and the circle represents the center of rotation for a odd numbered number of cells in the grid.
Okay, G-script 2. Okay, so shapes. Okay, so each shape is a. Well, I just want some example usage of grid containers. So let's skip forward a little bit. Okay, so. There we go. Okay.
And let's call it shapes. I assume it will be called shapes, and the script will be called shapes for cheeky. So let's say, let's try this. And it's going to called shapes.c. Save. Okay, so next let's start defining our shapes. They will be individual grid containers. So let's have a child node of grid container for the first shape.
Wait, why are you using a grid container inside of a grid container?
Refer to our design document.
Okay, so each shape is okay.
Let's start with the L. So let's call this grid container L. And let's start adding cells to it. So for these we will use texture rectangles. So let's add child node of texture rectangle.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Let's call it a cell. And we're going to have two types of cell. One will be a cell containing a tile, and another will be a blank cell. Let's just go Control D to make another cell. And we rename this to a blank cell. This allows us to copy on later. And the cell itself will have a texture. They'll both have a texture in this actually. Because we need to take up space in the image. So
Okay.
tile texture. So we've got two. Now for the ones that don't show up, we're going to make them disappear
0, 0.
Still take up space in the view, but won't be seen. Anyway, it's gone. So let's start finding our head.
Okay, so let's find.
Shape. The top row has 2.
Okay, this is not quite helping. Okay, so let's just do this manually for now, because grid container is frustrating to work with. I don't fully understand it. I would love to learn, but I don't understand it right now. Okay, so we're just gonna make this perfectly aligned manually. Well, if these were all control, I would like if I had a control thing that was a parent, then that would work for the grid container, I think, but well. For the moment, this is the best I can do. Or at least the best I know how to do. I'm sure I could do better if I knew better, but you know. There we go. That looks right. Okay, so yeah, there we go. There's our 3x3. Gonna put some music on. Great. Now all I need to do for this scene is add it to the group. Global groups, add there we go. No, that's scene groups. I want global groups. No, actually, what I want to do is that's 1 unit, right? That's 128 by 128. So that's 120. So this is 128 by 128. Let's just call that 1 unit, right? Now I want for each unit should. Oh gosh. Okay, so those are droppable. Should I have my other? No, let's not have it open for reference right now. Oh, I still have a Ultima open right now. There we go. I think the item box is basically no. The item box needs child node color rect, and that has to be. Transform 0, 0, beautiful. Okay, I just did it perfect on the first try. Okay, let's do a nice brown. Great. Let's add a script here. Func highlight returns void. saw this on Reddit. Why is it not working? Yeah, whatever. Pick color. There we go. There we go. And then func, unhighlight. Right. Also returns void. Color rect, come on. Give me color reckoning inspector. Equals what? 0.421. .17. Yeah, 0.01. So that'll let it highlight when it's hovered over. And then we can just write something like, I mean, we haven't even made the item yet. Yeah, 2D. Child no collision shape. And let's make that 128 by 128. Great. Now, should I even have whatever? Let's just I'm not sure if I knew the top level comment, but whatever. Let's just say func well, it basically func process. Oh, I need a global. New script. Global project settings, globals, global, great, there we go. Add. Var is equals false, great. If dot is global dot is dragging. Wait, what is it? Get overlapping bodies? Oh wait, no, I should Take the script off here. Put the script here. What do you mean? It's an area 2D. What? Oh, on area 2D, okay. Extends area 2D. Great. There we go. Bodies equals. Okay, var bodies. If bodies. For body and bodies. If is in group droppable. Pass. All right. Scene. Save all scenes. Scene. Save scene as main. Body dot highlight. Okay. If body and bodies, if it's in the group. Okay, and then okay, so the item also controls unhighlighting things, which how do I do that? Well, the previous iteration had something similar, so we can just open that. Check that code. Body dot modulate, body dot. Okay. So okay, when it exits it, got it. Okay, so on area 2B, okay, so I think I continually get all of the overlapping bodies if it's dragging, and then when I exit a body, then I unhighlight it. So node signals body exited connect. There we go. If body dot is in group droppable, body dot unhighlight. Okay, so that should do that. Now we need to have some sort of, okay, so I need to have some sort of mouse dragging thing, so I don't actually need mouse exited, I only need mouse, what actually, what does mouse exited do in this? Okay, that's just responsible for like making the thing bigger or smaller. Okay, so bond. Okay, so on, so let's see, mouse, on mouse entered. Okay, Okay, so those don't actually do anything. Start following mouse. Global dot. Okay, so global dot is dragging is true. Okay, and then if I'm dragging, great. So okay, so all we care about is this. So great. And then now we need to have some. Okay, so let's add child node texture rect. Color rect. There we go. And go back to the inspector. I don't know, what color items? Green? Items are green, sure, why not? And that should be the same size, 120 by 128. I'm slightly off here. By 128, great. Position 0, 0. Why is it, what's with the offset? I wish it was not like this. Anyway, if we go back, if we go in close enough, you can see there's no, they're exactly occupying the same space. Great, scene, save scene. Now we go into main, we need an item. Great, so now, is it current? Why is it not working? Item. Oh, the area. Okay. Got it. So this. That's the only thing that the container thing should be handling. So we'll just go into that. What? Oh heck. New. Okay, so there we go. Now. Okay, so partially working. Oh, and main, not child. Okay, so main. Yep. If input dot is action just pressed UI cancel, get tree dot quit. Great. Oh yeah, I need to. Bam. Why is telling it to highlight not working? For body and bodies, if it's droppable. And these should be in the group droppable, right? Item box. So why is it not doing anything? Okay. Okay. Is there something I'm missing about get overlapping bodies? Physics body 2D. Inherited by, yep, so that's great. Let's just print print. That's great. So now what should be happening is we should be following the mouse. Okay, we're printing all the bodies we're interacting with, great. So that should be body. Okay, so let's try printing something here. Maybe we're just not getting this. Maybe we're just not getting anything here. There we go. Okay, so that part's not getting reached. Did I spell droppable wrong? Try that. Nope. Yeah. Okay, so that's actually super exciting. Because now we can get access to all of the bodies we're overlapping. And so now we can just, and that just means we snap to the topmost body we're interacting with. So we probably need a gradient container to keep track of that. You know, obviously if we have other bodies, this doesn't work because we're not checking if it's in the group or droppable or not. But I mean, it does work. Now, the previous iteration did that, but it wasn't as clean. Now we can replicate the picking up and dropping logic as well. We can move a bunch of stuff over from the previous version too. Because the music's so quiet, you guys can't even hear it. Oops. Oh, yeah, so you can cat over there. So let's go back to the previous iteration. Let's see. Maybe I could do something like if bodies.length, or if bodies.length. So we need to, if the number of bodies is equal to the number of okay, let's see. Okay, so this says some system of choosing where, so it can't highlight more places than are right. So this 4x1 can only highlight 4 spaces. I don't know what the criteria here is. But it's never highlighting more things than it can. Let's see. So yeah, it just chooses where on the grid it is. I think it's probably something based on its center. So what it's probably doing is based on the cell's center. Why are you like this? So based on the cell's center, it's just choosing the one with the closest center. So it's basically circles the way it's calculating it. And then it chooses the closest one, and that's the highlighted one. So how do I find the closest? For body, okay, so for body and bodies, I want to find the closest. Highlight that one. How do I do that calculation? What's the closest? So the way this currently works is my mouse position is 1 point, and I want to find the closest point. Okay, 2D. I need to add another child node. Sprite maybe? Sprite 2D, there we go. Okay, inspector. Right, so size, transform. I want this to be like 0.1. 0.01. Nope. 0.05, there we go. If I run this, we can see the center. Now I want to draw a line from, I want to draw a visual line from each, from my set, from the mouse to, it's got to be just like a draw line function. guess we could just do a raycast. Well, because I'm trying to solve the distance between... Right, so the candidates, so of the four, so the four candidates are... The four candidates are everything overlapping, but then we need to find the closest one, so that's the distance from the mouse to its center. And the way we figure that out is, I don't know. Calculate distance between 2 points, 2 rectangles, go. Can I just, okay, okay. Okay, so item, right. For distance and body, for body and bodies, what was it? 5. Okay. This is good. This is Godot 3. Okay. Player position at distance 2. Okay, var bodies, distances. So how do I make an array? Is it just var distances equals boom? Got a pen, okay. Wait, actually, I don't even need that. I just need var distance equals 1000. Distance if find distance if distance 2 less than distance what's okay. Two vectors. No, I want distance between two nodes. Let's go position dot distance 2. for body and bodies. Okay. Okay, but then I forget which body is the closest. So I need a package that... else... pop. Does that work? Okay, and then bodies are 0. 0. Please don't break. It broke. Equals, okay, let's try vector 2. 1000. Try that. Can I convert argument 1 from object to vector 2? Body dot position. Try that. Yeah, so I can see why that doesn't work. 1000. Let's just use the Y, I guess. Y. Let's try that. Probably won't work. Oh, that does work. Array dot. Let's try. Huh? Okay, it sort of works. I mean, I feel like it should. I don't have the dropping code yet, but so it should. Maybe I need a tuple. That's the body and the distance. How do you do it tuples? Dictionary, other dictionary typed in. Okay, so just, all right, so var body and distance equals, and then I need, okay, so I need so body and distance, and then I need an array of var body distance array container. But then I need to sort it. Oh gosh, this is complicated. I feel like I'm adding too many steps here. Okay, so let's actually check the behavior. So I'm here. Basically need to be, okay, so I'm here. So if I need to be basically completely overlapping with something for it to, I think it's basically, I think the issue is I'm throwing out maybe I just like sort it. Just need to sort it by distance, right? And then so how do I do that? So for body and bodies, so if it's smaller than 1,000, then distance becomes the new, right? But it only goes through once. So let's try Godot sort objects by distance. By distance. How does this work? Dot sort custom, the distance sorter. So what's the distance sorter? Okay, so we're getting this. Okay, I don't want to just copy paste this person's code until I understand it. So we're getting overlapping bodies, which is the same thing I'm doing. Position of the player's attack shape. I don't care about that. I only care about the position. Sort our area, right? What is sort custom? How does that work? Okay, so I don't actually need to understand how sort custom works. Okay, so for target in area array. Area array is okay. So get an array of overlapping bodies. Yep, you got that. Home position. I've already got that. If I have overlapping bodies, which is if bodies, right? Sort custom by okay, so I'm just gonna copy this code. This code basically. If a dot position dot distance grid 2 wait, actually, can I just change my code? Wait, this is a what for? Distance. Will that do anything? It's possible it does. No, doesn't fix it. Okay, so I do need to do the sort custom. So I'm just gonna close this one. Don't need it right now. Okay, so func sort by distance. Returns a boolean bool colon. Okay, so yeah, got AB. B, great. If dot position dot, I'm gonna use global position here. Squared to wait, home position. Home position is global. Plus position. And then they use the greater. Okay, less than, right? Less than. B, and then we need one of these guys to break up that line, colon, turn true, else, great. And this is a little bit wasteful that I'm getting the global mass position twice, but I also don't care. Actually, no, I should probably fix that. C equals var C. And single character. Oh, okay. And then that should fit all on one line. No, it doesn't. Okay, it's still more readable. Maybe I should make C a different name. F2. Wish there's a way to rename it easily. Okay. Impulse. It's like a 5-line function, so I'm not super worried about it being like totally obvious. But it, you know, it needs to be better than just a random character. That's a humdinger of a... Okay. And then... So we just take this. Bodies dot sort custom. Sort by distance to global mouse position. Wait, array.sort custom. Will that work? Okay, but now it's returning more than one. Like, but only wait. This are they this? These can't all be equidistant. That's not. For target near array distance equals. Oh, wait, why am I sorting it more than once? I'm sorting it like a bunch of times. Let's try that. Nope, still getting more than one. For target in area array. Distance equals. Wait. Okay, for target in area. Okay, so. Target and area array distance equals position dot distance dot position. Why is this like this? Why are you like this? Okay, so we're just gonna get rid of this for now. Okay, so if it exists, then we sort it, and then for bodies. Oh my god. The distance equals variable position dot distance to get global mouse position. Print distance. Oh, that's not helpful. And then, yeah. Okay, yeah. And then bodies of 0 dot highlight. Wait, that's just a print statement. It doesn't actually. I just want. Okay, so sort custom. Okay, so it should be sorted by this point. So bodies of 0 dot highlight. I didn't copy it over wrong, did I? To... It should only be... Why are you... Bodies of 0, okay. Target sorting. Wait. What? There's... What's the difference between distance 2 and distance squared 2? Okay. What was the thing I was doing earlier? What was I doing earlier? I was just getting rid of anything that was too far. List. Var. Oh, okay. Print. Okay, so at least we can... Okay, so it's... Oh, because the body... Oh, it's not an issue with highlighting, it's an issue with unhighlighting. Because I'm still in it. I'm still in the thing I want to... So it's a lagging indicator, right? So if I... So this stays highlighted until I actually leave it, which is not what I want. Bodies of 0 to unhighlight. Okay, so, and then... For bodies... For body and bodies... Bodies of 0 dot erase. We get rid of something in. Non-existent function. Oh, okay, okay. No, I want the array, not the. I don't want to erase the. Okay, so. Okay, let's show that. Well, that's okay. For body and bodies. Body dot. No wait. Okay, so I've got the one I want to highlight, which is bodies of 0, and I want to unhighlight everything else. Can I just do it the other way? There we go. Okay. That's actually real progress. I can get rid of this print statement. I can get rid of this as well. Well, where's my print statement? Okay, and then I can do whatever I want to bodies of 0. Okay, great. So next time I stream, we'll integrate all the clicking and dragging and dropping from iteration 3 into iteration 4. And then I'll also need to. Okay, I said I would draw art. I should draw art. Wait, where did I even get the... I only have one Firefox open. Huh. Okay, here we go. Okay. So let's see. file, new 128 by 128. There we go. Now I want brush. Where's the more? Dynamics, texture. Okay. Huh. Shape. Rotation. Okay, there we go. File, export as square. Great. Now, more texture, set texture. That didn't fix anything. Set texture square. What kind of, I just want a square brush. Articulation, hardness, spacing, flow, shape. Whatever. We'll just use our dang brush as well. What items do I even want? I probably want a health potion of some sort. So those generally look like this. A little bit of that. That's very ugly, but we can just set the opacity here to like that, then change our brush size to something smaller, and get the general outline here. I'm not going to put these in the game just yet, but I'm going to draw them. Okay, there we go. Now we want a little bit of that 3D effect. Maybe a little bit of that 3D effect down here. That doesn't quite look right. So if that's okay, let's abandon this layer 21. So nope, I want this to be more round. Great, now we want to flatten this bottom. And then we want the stem to be like well, no, we need to wait, so we need to curve. We need to curve here. And then we need the stem to be relatively thick. And then we want that to be like that, and then like that. No, not quite that much. Not quite that pronounced. There we go. these look pretty bad. Okay, well, whatever. Let's add some of that, some sweet red juice. That is too red. Okay, we need to delete that. We need to take that down a notch. Maybe I could. Oh, why did that even? Right now, we can highlight with some of that lighter red we were using earlier. Take the brush size back down. Okay, that doesn't look the worst. It could be improved though. But first of all, let's erase all of this stuff. I think we can get more out of the line art. So if we, okay, now I need to, so I need to make this thicker. And we can make this sort of like that maybe. I kind of like this sort of grip detail, but it's too pronounced on the right side. Shift. Wait. Okay, I need. Okay. Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna end it here. This is not quite looking the way I want it to, and I don't know how to fix it. File, save as red potion rough. But yeah, we made a huge amount of progress on this because it now I can reference only the body that I'm actually going to click into, and then let me just quickly test if I make the item twice as big. Or twice as long, at least. 256 by 256. Let's line those up. There we go. Now we're having some error in the script. That's actually what I want. Yeah, because it'll snap to the top one, and then disable everything else. And then if I don't have tab to rotate. I took that out and you put that back in. But that works as intended. Okay. Let's just undo all that for simplicity. Save scene. Yeah, because I want it to snap to the top one, and then disable all of the ones below it. And then I can have, so this is a sort of a runs every frame type effect, and then I can just have I can have a more sturdy one once it actually drops into place. So just like on drop, disable all for anything you're on top of. On top. Okay, great. Well, this has been a great stream. We don't have a ton of chatters, but thanks everyone. I assume there's been lurkers. If there hasn't, well, oh well. I got some work done on my game. I'm happy with that. If you're here and you enjoyed the stream, likes and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And I'll catch y'all later. All right, bye-bye now.